This is Lost Stone here, back with another video. Um, this one, it might be, I don't know, new to me because I don't try hard enough. So, let's get on with the video. Now, we start this off with the QB attack. And we see a Uchiha, Minato, and Uzumaki Kashina. Or should it be a pure blood? Hold up. Okay. I decided to make him a half Uchiha. So half Uzumaki, half Uchiha. That's why his eyes look like that. So now we start this off about 1 year after his birth. No, 2 years after his birth. Mind you, he got a sister. Yeah, he got a sister. I don't know her name because I ain't trying hard enough. No, he don't. He have a brother who's also half Uchiha. Get the fuck. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. So his brother is Minma. We all know he's also half Uchiha. And while Naruto's getting trained by Kushina, because because they see that his Uzumaki genes are more dominant than him, while and Minma, well, his Uzumaki genes are, I mean, his Uchiha genes are more dominant than him. So Minato training Minma while Kushina's training Naruto, and Naruto said, "Okay, so this is it. So now we switch to the Kage Council room chamber, or whatever they call it, Kage Council chamber. Yeah, and Jesus Christ, my battery is low. Hold up, really? Is it really low? Nope. So, um, yeah. So, well, so they're in the count. They in the Kage count. They in the council. They in the council chamber, and now and now they and this is clan matters only, and the civilian council is not there because the Kage said this is the Minato said this is really nothing special, so you don't have to come along. It just clan matters, and we just pronouncing we just announcing things that we have to do in our clans. The council agreed to this. Donzo just look at him with narrow eyes, and hold up. Mm. So Donzo looked at him with like, hmm. Oh, and also Hiruzen's still alive, and Minato's still alive. The person who died was a random Uzumaki who hit the who done the Reaper Death Seal. That's why, if y'all wondering why Minato and Kushina's still alive, that's why. A random Uzumaki who have no importance to the story done that and sealed half of it, and Kushina because she was dying, and because Naruto was the closest to him, he sealed about about 50% of the can't think of it. I'm dead. I'm dead. It was in the eyes. I forgot. I forgot. Like, it was low key in the eyes the whole time. Yin and yang. I'm dead. I'm dead. I know now. So he put about 15% of the um yen half at Naruto. Right, no, yeah, 15% yen half of Naruto of Kurama. Like, it goes from 50% of the yang, 15% of the yen and Naruto. That what gives him that oddly shaped eyes of his. sorry for posting it too much because I'm eating right now, so I don't want you to hear my chewing. So now, like I said, 50%, 50, a full 100% of the yang half, and only 15% of the yin, which is yin and yang. It's like a 50-50 mix. So yeah, so it's like both mixed together. And like always, there's a little bit of evil and the good, and a little bit good, and a little bit of good and evil. Even if they are too far gone, it's still there somewhere. So Kushina announced Naruto as the Uzumaki clan head, and Minato, and since Minato is the actual head of the Uchihas in this one, he's the actual head of the Uchiha. He pronounced Sasuke the head of the Uchihas, and mind you, Itachi's still gonna do the same thing, but he spared, but he spared. There's gonna be four Uchihas left in the village: Naruto, Menma, Sasuke, and another Uchiha I just can't think about at the time, at this time and moment. So so now Naruto, he, wait, no, yeah, he's not. Oh wait, never mind. When I mean he kills all Uchihas, he even kills Minato, except for Sasuke and another Uchiha I just can't think of right now at this moment. Forgot the person's name. No, well, it is what it is. So now, about I remember it's like when they 6, I guess. So, so right now at this very moment in time, Naruto is got pronounced the clan head, um and Minma is pronounced clan head of Uchihas, and Kuchina is pronounced Naruto Uzumaki. And yeah, and the council the council will worship Sasuke in this one, both um uh driving out the Uchihas except for Sasuke, because Sasuke just using game power like he did to avenge Itachi. So and unlike Sasuke, Minma Naruto thinks through things instead of just rushing in blindly. So yeah. So uh now let's get back on. So now, no, and also Kurama's seething and Kurama's angry, but he can't be. He's not hold up. So he's not gonna be angry for much longer, but he's still gonna be seething in anger though. So um, damn it. Ah, I remember. Now I should have written this. I should have typed this shit out. Why don't I never think things through? So, so now, um, so now, since Fugaku announced Sasuke as Itachi as clan heir, Sasuke got angry because he's kind of low key jealous of his brother, like he is in canon, but he loves him at the same time. And yeah, it's the same thing that goes on in canon, but with the exception of Minima being trained by the fourth Hokage, and like Naruto being trained by Kushina. He also got a unique. He awakened his chakra chase. Like he got like from like even though it's a 50-50 mix between blood between Uchiha and Uzumaki. Since and he still got enough. It's like a 60% Uzumaki and 40%. Yeah, 40% Uchiha genetics in Naruto. So that's why. So that's why I say his Uzumaki genes are more dominant. That's why Kishina's trading him because she hoping that because because they both have huge chakra pools. But Naruto is a little. But Naruto chakra pool is a little bit better. But Manma even though he got like 5% less chakra than Naruto, he got more. He got more. Like naturally speaking, even though Memo is born with more chakra than Naruto, in this one, he was born with more chakra, like 10 times more. Like canon, like think of this, canon Naruto. Think of canon Naruto chakra pool when he learns that he have the nine-tailed fox. Think of that chakra pool as Minma, and think of Naruto having um his chakra pool, chakra pool from the beginning of that day. I mean, they both had right, like think of Naruto just now getting to the level where he's at when he finds out that he is a nine-tailed Jinchuriki. But the only reason I put Kurama inside of Naruto is because, like I said earlier, he was closer because that Uchiha was planning on putting Kurama inside of Menma, but he don't. But he noticed that he don't have enough chakra because he's dying too damn quickly. So he put it in the closest thing to him, Naruto. So yes, a little explanation. So now we done with the little explanation and confusing rays that y'all probably gonna have for a hot minute or so. Oh crap. Yeah. So now it's their fourth birth. God, Lord have Jesus, Lord, the fourth birthday. So Naruto and Memba, they both turning 4 years old, and Donzo, he was he was one more step away from leaking the secret, but the Uchihas they stopped this motherfucker. Oh, and also Minato is the only one, only Uchiha that does not fall into the curse of that have not given into their clan and curse, and everybody else follow him because he's Hokage, and all of them and the Uchihas wanted one of their claimants to be Hokage, but all of them gave but when all their loved ones died, they gave into yeah. So, but Minato didn't. So Itachi, Susui, Fugaku, Hisashi, um, any others like Jiraiya Tsunade, Hiruzen, uh, Kakashi, and all the others are there too. They are enjoying Naruto's birthday, and they say that, and they tell them what and they tell Jiraiya. I know Jiraiya comes in and he say, Minato, um, yeah, Minato, can I talk to you for a second? Can I talk to you and Katrina for a second? Wait, no, he says, Minato, the Toads have gave me a prophecy that a child with with a mix between Uchiha. Yeah, he said, no, hold up. He goes over, tells Kashina Minato, because their kiss was on their lap, and he's at this he was hearing this, And Minma and Naruto is on Kachina's lap at this moment in time, and Jiraiya, I mean, he went over. Hold up. So he went over to Minato and said, "Come here," and they walk up to the room while Kachina, they walk into the room while seeing Kachina playing with Naruto and Minma, and he says, I mean, well then, well." And Jiraiya said, "Oh well." The whole family's here. Okay. So he said. So he tells so Jiraiya tells Minato Kushina. The toad said that your children is going to be the child of prophecy that saved this world. And they're like, what? Our child, our children's going to save the world? From who? They said, who? They are confused. Like, from who? Who's that dangerous to warn us? Like, confused and like, he said it. The toast. He said the toast sage said I don't know, but they but he but the toad sage said that they are going to save the world from something or something, someone, and a old friend of theirs. They're like um um uh okay um I ain't gonna question it. So then um so Mima Naruto reaction to that was like a toad said that we will save the world for something, for somebody, or something, in an old friend. Yes, that's what the toad says, Naruto. But how can a toad talk? There are talking toads. He said, and Naruto said, "I will see it." He said, when I hear it, I will believe it. So believe it." Jiraiya's like, Minato, Kushina, hit your kids. Help me, please, help me. So Minato Kushina say, yes, yeah, there are two talking toads, and there are more talking toads. So please bear with it. Naruto, we will show you what talking toads look like. Believe me when I say I was shocked. It was funny at first. So, Minato tells, um, Minato say, Minato say, when I get older, we will show y'all the talking toads. And and he's saying, all right. And they say, all right, we'll believe it when we see it. So they start snickering to each other and they're just okay. Now, since mom and this time Emma talking, since mommy trained you Naruto for 1 year, now mommy got to train me for 1 year, and it goes back and forth, and now Katina and Minato's like, oh no, we gonna forget we was training them. Like that's the eye they have looking at each other, and so Mima said, and we will keep and we will keep every. Oh my goodness! And Mima say, and we will keep the jitsus that y'all teach us, and we will write it down. And Minato's like, yes, this is this is gonna be troublesome. Why? And or we can do it the old clan way. The the leader of each clan has to teach each other. Has to teach them the other. No, no, that's it. No, 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 man, you're way too complicated. When mother, I would teach you the jutsus that mother taught me, and you teach me the jutsus that father taught you. And I'm saying that's more easier. Not to say yes, you used to cut up. And remember saying, but don't act like you wasn't excited. I just thought it was more simple. Not to say I was until you started talking like mother teach me this jutsu, father teach me that just. I got confused, and I took a and I took this from the book of the book of random. Cause there I got it. So Naruto put the book of random out. He said this is what the book says. If things are too random and complicated, use 1% of your brain cell and think rationally. And I wasn't, and Naruto said, and I wasn't thinking at all until you started saying some things, and I said, "Oh, why not do something way more complicated but easier? Solo training." I remember saying, "How's that complicated?" Naruto said, "Because you have to work harder and longer, and the more you improve, the harder the techniques get, and the harder you are to create your own style." And remember saying, "Okay." And so Naruto say, "Okay." So when we start the training, looking at both Minato and Kushina, and Minato's like, "I guess I got Menma," and Kushina said, "I guess I got Naruto," and Naruto say, "Yeah." And now we time skip about 2 years. Um, hold up, they gotta drink me something. My mouth is dry. So time skip 2 years. Menma, this man, yeah, Menma and Naruto is walking down the street, eating, doing whatever they do, and hold the phone. All right, now Naruto and Min, hold up again. Yeah, so Naruto and Menma just going to the store, right? And uh, yeah, they go to the store, and want they want a weapon created for them, and a mask, but they know they can only be in the arm booth for a mask. So they thinking of like, okay, we're six, and mother and father said that we almost completed all of our training. We just gotta master their one technique, their signature technique, and men must say, I just gotta master their Rasengan, and Naruto said, I just gotta master my Uzumaki chains. Who said we can't have a weapon, right? So they both just go to weapon shop. So they go to the weapon shop and they see Ten's father, and I forgot his name. So they go to him and ask, "Do you have any chakra metal?" And um, he said, "Yes, I got two left. Do you need anything for it particularly?" They said, and he just casually talking to them. He says, "No, not Naruto and Mima said not particularly. We just want it for a second." Excuse me. That's good. So he said, "Okay." So he gives them the chakra metal. He didn't expect one to glow red, and while the other glowed blue. Red symbolizes and in which you know what the symbols are. Red symbolizing that immense chakra, no control. Blue means immense, like both of them shined a bright color. Of Naruto shined red, like bright red. A minute, well, Mima, his colored was blue, but it turns darker. Um, it turns darker the farther the more you go back. So I mean, it's not gonna come out. It's not. It's gonna end up like these two, like the two swords you see right here and right here. Later on. So um, but once it's complete. So now, uh, yeah. So now, so now, so now Tintin's father, he so he gets to making the weapons for them. And mind you, and this one, once chakra metal got the chakra, it will not go to any other person that do not have your chakra. So technically speaking, like you can absorb like thing like it's like a Kisame sword. You can have their chakra, but you won't actually be them. You just absorb their chakra. So yeah. So now about 3 months has passed for both of their swords to be complete. Minma and Naruto, they both completed their swords. I mean, they both completed their training, and now they just started training with each other. So we in a place. Um, I don't know. Uh, so we in a uchiha compound. Donzo, he's saying, hey, y'all, do y'all not feel like y'all being played? They're looking at Donzo like, what do you mean? Skeptical, cause like like hmm. At this time, he already took Shishui's eye. He knows he can manipulate everybody if they all looking at him directly in his eyes. I mean, if everybody focuses on his eye, but Itachi, I don't know. So everybody's there except for Itachi. Itachi left a shadow clone because it was a clan matter. So he's like, no, I'm a train. Because Naruto, Shisui, he's gonna be on a mission for a while, and usually speaking, and this was yesterday. So usually speaking, he said he's going on an S rank mission. Usually speaking, Shishui's S rank missions take about 1 month to 2 months. His S rank missions take 2 months to get complete. So Itachi's like, okay. So now, uh, okay. So now Itachi just like, okay. So now that his clone got quote unquote Katsuya Kami, because Itachi knows Shishui's eye by heart, because like he he knew Shishui's eye. So his clone didn't poof because his clone is not really him. So after Donzo thinking that he got everybody in the Uchiha compound, even Fukaku got manipulated, and the Genjutsu was just them seeing a fake Minato just saying shit about them and saying that he used them and all kinds of things that make them leave their trust in Minato. So after Donzo leaves, everybody just go back home, pissed the fuck off, seeing fake images. And so now Itachi clone poof. Itachi get the memories. He said this. Oh, I see. And Itachi's like, I see. The timing couldn't be perfect. And he's like. So now Itachi, he is now just now he's just looking for Shusui's body. And when he searched for 2 days, they Donzo just said no, you don't need to worry. None of them is dangerous. I already got the money from Makoto Masakami. It's only a matter of time before I get what I want, and that's the Kage seat. So man, let's prepare. So a couple of hours later, I mean, 2.5 days later, Itachi finds Shisui's body, and he calls he summons the Ukage. Minato goes there. He's saying the Uchihas are putting on a revolt, and Minato's like, why? Well, I left my shadow clone, and yeah, he said, well, I left my shadow clones in the Uchiha compound because my father told me to stay there, but I went off the train. So he tells him everything. Minato eye flashes between um flashes from his from his normal eye to his towards internal Mangekyo Sharingan, because he knows the method on getting the eternal. And his eternal Mangekyo flares. The Anbu dies on the Hokage side say, Lord Hokage. So and Itachi said, but Donzo got his own root Anbu with him. On top of that, Donzo also have the whole Uchiha compound, and also powerful ninjas that he manipulated over the time. And so Minato rubs the bridge of his nose. He said, "When is this happening?" And Itachi tells him when it's happening. He says, "All right, see ya." He's like, "All right," but then Minato just kills a Anbu because he knows his Anbu. He knows his root. He knows his Anbu was shocked, but this root wasn't shocked. He would just emote. He just showed no emotion. He didn't care at all. So, and he knows that Donzo Anbu have no emotions. They all are wiped of their emotions. So yeah. So he killed them. So now he goes to the Ruzen's house, tells the Ruzen the plan. So the Ruzen is on board. And he's like, this may be our last battle, Minato. And Minato saying, yes, it may be our last battle, but we will fight for the good of Konoha. So later that day, um, so later that day, later that day, all the ninjas that are loyal to Minato, they all on Minato's side, cause yeah, they all on Minato's side, and they um and they are like, all right. But Minato said, act like you usually do until that day. We will know when it happens. And I said, they all say, okay. So they all went on with the normal type activities, training, guarding, doing what they usually do, not acting suspicious. So later, about about 1 month later, Naruto and Mema, they started training with swords. And Donzo, he's looking at them like, they'd be good additions to my Ambu, but I can't use it. I can only use it once every 10 years. Hold up. Once every. Yeah. I can only use it once every 16. Once every 10 years. That's good. So, and everyone on Minato's side got stronger, and Minato got more men. Also, Donzo gotten stronger with more, and he also got more men. Like any way you look at it, the uchiha side outnumbers Minato side drastically. So he ordered a statewide, not statewide. He ordered so Minato said get evacuate the village because he knows today is the day. And Minato Mima, they only got their 3 Tomoe Sharingans, not their fully matured Mangekyo Sharingans. So, so Naruto, remember they're at they're asking, what are we? What so so he so he's asking, what are we doing here? Why it look like we in a war? So and Minato look at him. We're all in a war with our own villagers. They said, who? He looks to the side and sees Uchihas coming in, and some people who else he managed to brainwash. He said this, Minato, today is the day that you die. They also see some of their old friends. I mean, some of their friends, like Kiba, Kiba, uh, people I don't like much. Kiba, Sakura, um, hmm, shit. Those are the only people I don't like in the Rookie 12. Kiba, Sakura. Everybody else is on mental side. And Minato gave an inspirational speech like he started saying things that get that get his side hyped up and more confidence in himself. So Donzo said, "Man, charge." So then a battle starts breaking out. So now, since the battle broke out, and Orochimaru sent word to every single hidden village, the Leaf is at war with its own ninjas. And the Kage couldn't believe this. The Kage, the other four Kage couldn't believe it. The Akatsuki couldn't believe this. So they went. So they started coming to the Leaf Village. Yeah, so they started running to the Leaf Villages. I mean, all the Kage from the other village started going towards the Leaf, and 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 see in hopes that Orochimaru is actually right, because they really want to see the Leaf destroys itself. So back to the fight. Back to the fight. So Naruto and Minma to hold up. So this is Minma's point of view. So he fighting against his own clan members, which is hurts him. So now he slashed down. Okay, so he looks back, like he looks to the left, right? He sees a Ambu, I mean a root Ambu Shinobi, a root Ambu about to kill Shikamaru. Because we all know Shikamaru don't have that chakra capacity at this moment in time. Even though he is 16 years old, he do not have that chakra that he used to have. And I also know I'm skipping over a lot of events, which is they are all choning, they are all high and mid joning. Yeah, they are all high and mid joning because the events is not really it just only the tuning exams. No major event actually happened other than Jiraiya training Mima and Naruto. Other than that, no other major events happened. So that's why I skipped over. That's why I skipped over it. So y'all don't have to worry about the Zabuza attack or anything, because all the candy things are happening different. The wave is more. The wave is in more of a crisis, and May is also the Ukage. I mean, it's also the Mizukage. Like I said, most things happen the same, other than the fighting parts that we see from Naruto's point of view. So now, um, so now, like I said, Mema he sees Shinobi about to kill. He see that another of his own Shinobi about to kill another of his own Shinobi because of the rebellion forces, and Hiruzen's getting flashbacks to wait no, I'm just gonna say, Tin, Tin, ramen guy Tonichi, he's getting flashbacks. He's getting major flashbacks to the second, to the through the Shinobi Wars, because he's watching this. He got a little bit of flashbacks, but then he say, "Let's go. If we stay here, we will only hinder them." So yeah. So 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 they started leaving. And now the least Shinobi's don't have to worry. And now the least Shinobi's don't have to worry about their citizens, because the last two citizens of the Leaf left. So now they are fighting by more, fighting harder and more fierce, pushing them back a little bit until Fugaku used his internal Mangekyo, because he forced Mikato to awaken her Mangekyo. Wait, no, he forced Sasuke to use his awaken his Mangekyo by showing death and his family dying over and over again. also training him to the breaking point, a whole lot of shit, and changed out his eyes with his father. Because he just have a regular 3 tomaway Sharingan. Yeah. So that's what happened. So now, um, so Fugaku uses his Susono, and and that changed the tide of the battle for a while. Because Itachi, he still got the sickness, you see, and Itachi uses full body Susanoo as well. They're fighting in the back. Minato, he gets in his fucking fully mature Susanoo, and also another Uchiha that awakened. Danzo made sure all his Uchihas had the Mangekyo before the battle, like 3 tomaway Sharingan or a Mangekyo before, if they have enough to do the Mangekyo. So now that now that I say that, Naruto, he don't even know what those things are. But he heard his father saying that those are the Susanoo. The strongest form of defense a Uchiha have is almost unbreakable. But I hear by the legends, it's almost unbreakable. So, and hold up, like I was saying from my point of view. So, like I was saying, Shikamaru's about to die, but Mima, he used a lightning blade that Kakashi taught him, and stabbed the root ninja through the chest, killing him. And people who have killed before are killing with no mercy. And also Minima and Naruto, they took in their first blood in this battle, which is against their own shinobi, which is that hurts them, but they have no time to dwell on it. And throughout the battle, they started just getting kind of bloodthirsty a little bit. And also Naruto can't use Kurama full power because they're not because Kurama he accepted Naruto even though he gets on his nerves sometimes. But they got like a friendly relationship, but they're not close friends. So yeah. So and also Kushina became friends with Kurama after Naruto saying stop doing what you did to him in the past. He hates it, and that's what makes him hate you more. So Kushina changed it because Naruto asked her, and um so now since he done that, everybody started using more jitsus. The Rodambu doing their jitsus, like it's just a shot of just death and destruction. And this is and now we switch from and we seeing this through my eyes. Just Leaf battling Leaf Shinobi, one slicing down the other while the other slices down the other. One gets enraged, runs at somebody in blind rage, and we see another Shinobi from that side slice down that Shinobi. It's like everybody losing their senses. And we switch to Naruto's point of view. And we see um I got it. We see Menma about to die. Naruto He don't want him to die. So he starts running at this random uchiha who's about to slice down his brother. But Naruto, he throws his sword, channeling the QB chakra in with it because Kurama, he because if y'all remember when I said Naruto's blade turned red, Kurama poured some of his chakra into that when Naruto was pouring his chakra into it, making the metal turn red. That's why the metal is red, which I didn't know, but I'm pretty sure y'all already suspected that part. So now Naruto, he throws his sword and unconsciously he channeled Kurama's chakra into it, which just gave it more of a sound effect to it. And also he just standing there just watching the fight from a high place. Hold up. So yeah, after Naruto threw his sword, everybody hears us go through the air. So some people looks at it and they see a sword right behind Minma got stuck through a Uchiha skull. And that's not even the worst part. This motherfucker is still standing straight up. He is still moving. Like, Naruto threw that sword so damn fast. This Uchiha's brain don't have the time to process what the hell happened to it. So, and everybody sees this. This is for everyone to suck in. It's for everyone to see. Just see and horror. I mean, not horror. Just like, what the fuck type of reaction. And his body is moving. So when he touched the sword and he reflects his kunai, right? When he looks at himself through his kunai, he sees the sword. He grabs it, but then he just falls out. And then he just falls down because his brain just not processed that. His brain when he reflected the kunai, he was already dead, but his body was still moving. His brain didn't have the time to like. His brain didn't have time to like even though his brain is dead, his body was reacting in the last way it was the person um before the person gave out because because his last thoughts was pull the sword out. So he was about to pull the sword out, but then he died. And if you're thinking there's no way you can do that, yes, some people back in the old times, people used to construct experiments on people. If they when they died, and the last thing they was thinking about, their body will do it, but then it will stop. So that's what he was thinking. So Naruto, he was about he didn't want to kill his own shinobi. I mean, one of his own shinobi, but he didn't have time to grieve because he killed his own shinobi, one of his own shinobi. So now, while he was distracted, another ninja come up behind Naruto and Kurama said, "Behind you, brat." So Naruto looked back. He sees a sword coming down. And Mima, he sees the sword. He knows that Naruto's sword. He sees where he looks towards the hilt, right? He sees the handguard pointing to the right. So he looks right. He sees his brother about to die. So Minma, he's running towards Naruto. And Naruto, he can't get his arms up in time. Kurama's like, damn it, brat, you about to die. And we switch to Kashina's point of view. Right now, she is looking she's just killing her own shinobi, which is she don't like it, but she have to do it like everybody else. Because if they don't, they do not know what happened to their village. Because this is it. Because this is a full blown riot, like just a full blown rebellion, and they don't care, and they don't care at all. They just don't care. So Jiraiya and Tsunade is also there helping out Minato's side, even though Minato's like Minato, cause hey they hey no, that's a no. So they also doing kill. So after they get done with their Shinobi, um after Kishina get done killing her the people that was attacking her, which was a lot, and she used her chakra chains along with her with her godly with her dim like just great ass Kenjutsu skills, killed them all. And also after minute and so after Kishina killed her enemies, which is her own shinobi, she she also smashed one of them one of them into the head. I mean into the ground. One of their heads into the ground. Um, she looks at she looks back. She looks back to see Naruto about to get killed. So she launches her chakra chains as fast as she can to defend Minato. I mean, not Minato, Naruto, while also at the same time killing the enemy. And you switch to Minato's point of view. Now that now that he got done defeating the two, now that him and Itachi got done uh killing the two fucking Uchihas that was in Susanoo, more steps up to fight Minato Kakai Minato and Minato and Itachi. Minato, his full body Susanoo goes out to like the half Susanoo. And Itachi also goes down to the half Susanoo. And they huffing and puffing looking at each other. And now he looks now and Itachi, he's in a perfect position where Naruto's behind him. Um Naruto's behind him. Naruto sees that. His eyes go widen in shock, fear, and worry. Because he sees one of his boys about to die. And so Itachi looks at what Minato's looking at. His eyes go wide and like fuck. So at this moment, time slows down for the two Uchiha boys. So Naruto, his eyes look like Minma's at this moment in time. His eyes look like those. While Minma, his eyes look like these. But both of their abilities, they do not have no abilities. It just like uh, I mean, they both. The only thing that gives them, excuse me, excuse me. The only thing the Sharingan give them is just physical strength boost, like a strength to overall stats. No abilities whatsoever, because it's not their real Sharingan. Because they have to transplant each other eyes into each other to get their true Sharingan and their true power. So, so Naruto, he his eyes turn to that. He moves a little faster. Wow. The Cena chains are or right at at this Uchiha's at this Anbu's head, Naruto, his kunai slices this man's throat. Minma, he stabs this man through the heart from behind. I mean, stabs this man through the heart with his sword. Like, it goes straight through his body. While also at the same time, Itachi uses Amaterasu to kill him. So Minma, he pulls his sword out. He tosses Naruto his sword. Naruto grabs it. While Kushina pulls her chakra chains out. And Itachi just letting the Amaterasu burn. And this, and so, with that happening, the true battle commences. So everyone and everybody just, you can just see at this point in time, everyone just going more and more. It's just like getting more and more dangerous from this point on. And the Kages, the other four Kages, they have been running for half a day. Yes, this is how long the battle been going. Half a day worth of fighting. So they get there, they jump on the wall of the hidden leaf. They see that the barrier is not there. The barrier is not there. It's it's gone. So they just hop on the wall and they just see this. They just see this happen. Yeah, so the Kage, they see this just in half of a day. So they're like, who the and they're like, how the hell? They are so confused. And like, holy shit, this is devastating. This is this is quite a sight to see, but also, who the hell does this much damage? And then they just hear clashing. Because at this moment in time, both sides sustain heavy casualties. And both sides are hurt, injured, bloody, bruised, scratched, and barely able to use chakra at this point. So they see Danzo, Fukaku, now Danzo, some random Uchiha, and some random root Anbu with the Uchiha eyes. Also with another, also with one more fodder ninja. Excuse me. And now on the other side you see, wait, hold up. On the mental side you see Jiraiya, Tsunade, Minato Kashina, Mima, and Naruto. But also Might Guy Kakashi, the Konoha 12 with Kurenai and Mike and the others. I can't remember their names. And you also see the same amount of opponents you see on the other side. So they resumed the battle. Minato's side, they were forced to retreat because Danzo somehow managed to kill. Wait, no, because Danzo had to. Because Danzo, wait, also I forgot about Sasuke was on the other side too, fighting against his own brother, and that hurt them greatly. So now, so now, Naruto. So now, that yeah. So Danzo wrote it wrote it to help with Orochimaru. So Orochimaru revives the first and the second. And Hiruzen, his reaction is like, holy shit. We can't win. Damn it. And he's on the enemy side. So Minato, he's like, so he said this. All y'all can leave. I can see that we had the upper hand, but now the upper hand is gone. And they are like, we don't want to. And Minato said, leave. So they reluctantly look back, or they reluctantly left. But Orochimaru didn't let them leave. I mean, one of them. I mean, the rest of them left, but one of them died. So now, Kushina died. Kushina stayed. This time she stayed back. This time, Kushina, when she was leaving, Kushina, she got stopped by Hashirama. I mean, no, she got stopped by Tobirama. And she's like, fuck it. So she said, fuck it. I'm gonna fight them. I'm gonna fight. So she said, y'all leave. And they 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 clenched their fist in anger and frustration because they're not strong enough. And they lost upper hand just like that. So now so now Naruto and Minma's like they are so frustrated and angry at themselves for being weak. So like usual, they're like they left. And now that they're at the gates right at this moment in time. And Minato Kushina said, no, Jiraiya, Tsunade, stay with them. Like the others. Y'all the only two we can rely on. There's also Kakashi, my guy, Kurenai, Azuma, also there. Oh yeah, Iruka died. And that what made Naruto almost just like almost nap. But he knows that he's in the middle of a war and he kept his sanity and he didn't give in to the influence. So yeah. So he's not so yeah. Now so now the Akatsuki show up. Because they said, why the fuck not? We are in war. Right, the Leaf is in a war. Naruto's going to war. Wait, Naruto's going to Naruto's weakened. Kisame and oh wait, oh well. Orochimaru's in Akatsuki because Itachi's not there because he didn't kill the clan. So yeah, Hiruzen stayed back to fight the two Akatsuki members. The only thing I can say, three great people died that day. Minato died because he's fighting Hashirama, and Hashirama. Well, also at the same time, fighting Kisame because he decided to take on Minato. After Minato said like think about it this way. He was badly hurt from the war before. On top of that, he fought the first Hokage, which is he was already weakened. I mean, on top of that, he fought the war. Then after he fought through the war and killed, God knows how many shinobi was on Danzo's side because Danzo is manipulative. He also had a fight against Danzo, which is Danzo is pretty strong in itself. On top of that, he had a fight um uh Hashirama, which is yeah, we all see that Minato's damn near dead from chakra exhaustion, but he still fought. Not too long after he sealed away Hashirama, regaining his breath and some of his chakra that he no longer have, he had to go against yeah, he had to go against Kisame. Yeah, so man until he dies. And there's nothing anyone can do about it. Because Minato he stayed back. So after that, Kashina she gets she gets devastated, but she don't let that distract her. She just get pissed. She gets pissed. So her hair goes up. It's like what you see in the games and shit. Her hair goes up and she is pissed. So she beats the second Hokage by sealing him away. And um now